Alright everyone, I am back for another short sermon. Alright, today is Saturday, March the 13th, 2021. And as you know, today I am going to talk about the 9th commandment. I just talked about the first 8 commandments, and now we're on the 9th one. Turn to the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 16, and it says here, "Do not give false testimony against your neighbor." Now note, this verse does not say, "do not lie." It says, "Do not give false testimony against your neighbor," which is basically the same thing as lying, but it's a little bit different. Some people give false testimony and do not lie about it, and that's also breaking the 9th commandment. Some people will actually twist the truth to make it sound like it's truth, but it's really not. The reason why lying is wrong is because Satan is the father of lies, and so anytime you lie, you're imitating Satan. Now, God is all truth. His word is all truth, which means His word is infallible. Now let me tell you this. If you take the opposite of what Satan says, then it's truth. If you take the opposite of what God says, it's a lie. So that is one way to tell the difference between if God is speaking or if He's not. Now, let me just tell you this. Anytime someone lies or tells a fib, it will be known because the truth will be revealed, and it cannot be hidden forever. Now, if the truth does not come about, it will come about in the day of judgment, when all truth will be revealed. Alright, now when we think of lying, we think of the scenario of a child who just broke a vase and he lies about it so he would not get in trouble. Or if he snatches a cookie and eats it and says he did not eat it. Well, those are very small instances, but it's still considered a lie because a little lie can grow into a big one. And the reason for this is because one lie leads to another to cover the one before it. And so, in order for the child not to get in trouble, he would tell another lie, because if you tell the truth, they would already know his first lie. So, this goes on in a pattern. He keeps on lying and lying just to hide it, to make it seem like he's telling the truth, but he's not. And when someone lies, it feels like the whole world is on them, and they cannot be set free from it until they tell the truth. Now, they can act like they're set free, but they're really not. Alright, I found the verse. Turn to the Gospel of John, chapter 8, verse 32, and it says here, this is Jesus speaking, "You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." So the only way that's going to set you free from a lie or deception is by telling the truth. Anyone, from a child to a king, can learn about this verse. Opinions are not considered lies. They're not even truth either. They're just neutral. If I told you that red is a better color than blue, that would be my opinion. That apple juice is better than orange juice, that's my opinion. It's not truth, and it's not a lie, it's just an opinion, and it cannot be scientifically proven either. False accusations were told against Moses. False accusations were told against Jesus. False accusations even been told of the last president. But why would these lies be told to these righteous people? Because the righteous. Well, evil people will try to lie about righteous people, so they will, even though they may know it is a lie, they may still hide it. I guess we can find this in somewhere in the book of Genesis. Well, Joseph was sold into slavery, and he went to this leader of Egypt, and his wife lied that Joseph did something wrong, even though the king knew that she was lying. He still decided to follow her advice anyway. So some people already know about this. Now, in some cases, deception was told for good reason, so the person would not get in trouble. For example, if we go back in the book of Genesis, we see Jacob lied by telling that he was the oldest when he was not, and he took the blessing from Esau, and he got the blessing. Well, either way, a lie is considered wrong, and I still believe that if Jacob would have never deceived Isaac, he would have still got the blessing because it was prophesied. But all lies have their consequences, and yes, he did get consequences. Israel got consequences from that sin, and somewhere in the Bible it says that God will punish Israel for their deception. Alright? So it was still wrong. Deception. It's called deception, and there's more deception going on in these last days than ever before. So we might as well not trust any man except God. Now, like I said, lying to God is even worse. We could turn to the book of Acts, chapter 5. Alright, and we see in the story that, but a man named Ananias and his wife sold a piece of property. However, he kept back part of the proceeds with his wife's knowledge. So his wife already knew about this, and this is why she suffered too. But Peter said, Ananias, why has Satan filled your heart to lie to the Holy Spirit and keep back part of the possessions from the field? And he goes on, you have not lied to man, but to God. And when he heard these words, Ananias dropped dead on the floor. So, I'm not saying if you lie you're going to drop dead on the floor. But his lie was even worse because this was against God. And actually, the same thing happened to his wife. We see 3 hours later his wife came in and Peter said, tell me, did you sell the field for this price? And she replied, yes, for that price. And then Peter answered, why did you agree to test the Spirit of the Lord? And then instantly she dropped dead at his feet. So this is very serious, and as we know, deception leads to death. But we see in the book of Matthew, chapter 12, I want to end this video with quoting this verse because I found this to be important. It's a warning for all of you. Matthew chapter 12, verses 31 to 32, I'll just quote them. Because of this, I tell you, people will be forgiven every sin and blasphemy, but the blasphemy against the Spirit will not be forgiven. Whoever speaks a word against the Son of Man, it will be forgiven him. But whoever speaks against the Holy Spirit, it will not be forgiven him, either in this age or in the age to come. So God can forgive all sin, except that one. Well, I'm out of time for today, and I'll come back next time as I talk about the 10th commandment. But in the meantime, see you later.